Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at a huge ferro rod. This is the Magma from Nathan4071. Alright, so what you see in front of you there on top of that knife is a ferro rod. Now, we're all used to ferro rods being about that big, right? That's the ferro rod there. Now, the reason I purchased this is I've heard so much good stuff about Nathan4071's ferro rods. And if you check out his channel, I will put a link down below. I wanted to try one out. And he also makes normal-sized ones that are just as good. You don't have to buy a huge one like this. But I'd seen so many people do stuff with these huge ones, and I really wanted to try one out. So I decided, what the heck, I bit the bullet and I purchased one. And I did buy this from him, because I feel it's important to support our fellow YouTubers. Now, I have tested it. It does throw a ridiculously long shower of sparks. As you can tell, I had a little fun. I had to try it out. So, I have tested it. I do know that it works very well. But today we're going to try it outside and try starting some different tinders that I have here. Basically, for those of you new to ferro rods and all this, what you're going to do, if you want to use this to start a fire, and these do work well. For those of you that are kind of new to prepping and survival, don't be taken back by these. I had no clue how to use these things 5 years ago. You know, I thought when you did it, you hit it like that, you know, instead of rubbing down on it. So I had no clue how to use them. Don't feel weird about it. They do work very, very well once you get the proper technique with them. So basically what you're going to do is find something sharp with a 90-degree angle. That could be the spine of a knife. I'll show you this one here. You can actually see where that's been trimmed off by the company, give you a nice sharp 90-degree edge. It could be the back of anything pretty much. A saw blade works very well. I happen to take a high-speed drill bit, and I made a little handle for it there. And I plan on making a handle for this, but that's for another video. So I got to find a piece of wood big enough to drill a hole in. But yeah, a high-speed drill bit works very well. You just want these edges to be really sharp when you feel it. You kind of feel like there's a rough edge on it. And you strike down on it, and you'll get sparks. Now, there, I don't want to set my table on fire, but you get the idea. And you don't want to hit it. You want smooth, even strokes down, slow, maybe even build up a little pool of magnesium of the ferro rod material down there. And then you hit it, and it all lights up. So as you can tell, this thing does throw some serious sparks. So let's get it outside, and we'll set up a little stove here so I don't start a fire. And we'll try it out with some different tinders. Alright, so I got a bunch of tinder over here in the corner. And we're going to start it off with my favorite, which is dryer lint. And dryer lint isn't perfect for every situation, but it does work very well in normal conditions, like we have today. Nice, sunny, beautiful day out. So let's give this a shot. And that's two strikes, and it's going. That's pretty darn amazing. So it definitely works with that. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, next up, you have your typical cotton ball with Vaseline. So we're going to give that a try, and I'm fairly sure that's going to go up quickly too. Oh, I didn't have it sideways. And there you go. That's up and going. Tossing that in my thing over there. So next up, we're going to try some of these black and white fire starter mixes, kind of tinder mixes, and we're going to give them a try. Alright, so I got a bunch here on the rock. I mixed them both together. One is the wood tinder blend, and the other is the light wood. That's the red stuff. Let's see how well this works. This is a little bit harder to light than the cotton ball, so let's see. We're going. Yep. I might have blown it out. Oh, it's going. So there you go. Usually that takes me a while with a smaller ferro rod. So that's pretty impressive. Next up, we're going to try one of my own tinders that I made. This is jute twine that I dip in wax and some magnesium shavings. So I'm going to try that out. So we got a nice fire going in the stove back there. I'll show you that in a minute. I did a video on this a while back. I will leave a link if you're interested in picking one of these up. It's just a folding little stove, kind of neat little system where it all folds up into itself. Kind of a copy of the firebox, but way cheaper. So this is my jute twine. As you can tell, I've kind of fluffed it up a little bit, but not much. Not as much as I normally would, because I want to see how well this will work with it. And as much as I say, you know, I wouldn't carry this in a bug-out bag, I don't know, man. If I got to get a fire started, I certainly want that on my side. Let's give this a shot and see here. Yeah, there you go. And you'll see it spark once in a while. The little bit of magnesium that I have in there and the impregnated in with the wax. That's definitely a cool little fire starter. Alright, so the last up, I'm going to carve up some fat wood. A little bit of this guy here from Black and White Fire Starters. And a little piece of fat wood itself. I'm going to carve up, make a nice little pile here, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, so I got some of this really nice fat wood carved up in that pile there. And some of this stuff off of his Black and White Fire Starter, these starter sticks that he has. We're going to try that pile and see how well that goes. Oh, that's not my striker. I don't like the spine on that knife, that's why I'm using the striker. Like 2-3 strikes, and that whole pile is up. Gotta say, I'm impressed. If you gotta start a fire, this is definitely the way to do it. Makes it real easy. Let's dump that in the stove. So, that's our test. I'm going to take it inside, see if I can get the room dark enough to show you how far the sparks travel, and then we'll wrap up. Alright, got a little darkness in here. I don't want to do this too much because I don't want to set my garage on fire. But, you can just see how incredibly bright and how far that stuff travels. I'm probably not on. I think I'm on the part I haven't cleared off yet, too. But you get the idea. That's a pretty darn strong ferro rod. Let's get it back up on the table. We'll finish this video up. Alright, so I'm just going to pop on the lights here real quick, finish up the video. So just so you guys know, this is the Magma. It is his second largest. There's one even bigger than this. Ferro rod from Nathan4071. 7-inch diameter, 5 inches long, weighs about 11 ounces. Definitely a cool little item. Now, is it inexpensive? No, it's not. This is $53.99, okay? But Nathan makes a bunch of affordable, very, very good ferro rods in more traditional sizes that you'll definitely enjoy using. His stuff is really top quality. You saw how quickly it lit tinder out there. When I'm working with a smaller ferro rod, sometimes I can be hitting that 3 and 4 or 5 times before I even get a spark. And that is good enough to light it. So, and I was, by the way, I was hitting it off the, you can see that line there, it was dark. And my hands are filthy from the ferro rod. It will be like that when you first use it. But definitely a winner if you got to get a fire started. If you're the type of person that maybe wants to take this out into the wild and have something for absolute last-ditch emergency when you have to get a fire started, I would recommend this, no questions asked. You know, maybe a smaller one isn't your thing. Maybe you don't want to practice with it all the time. You just wanted to hit it once and it work. This will definitely do that. Definitely throws off some nice hot sparks. Anyway, folks, that is the video today. I will put a link down below to that stove that I used, in case anybody's interested. There are a bunch of different brand names for it. It comes in a little pack like this. But I'll put a link in my store down that if you're interested in that. And I will, of course, first put a link to Nathan4071's channel. Check out his channel. He's got some really cool stuff there. He does a lot of woodwork, does a lot of the handles for different ferro rods and strikers. And also you can find his stuff on eBay. If you go to his channel page up in the corner there where his image is, there'll be a little eBay logo. Click that. You'll see all the stuff he has for sale. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our Amazon store down below. If you're interested in anything we have on the channel, I try to put it in the store. If you're not and you just want to support the channel, just click the link and shop as you normally would on Amazon. It really helps us out. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link. Thrive is getting almost everything back in stock again, slowly but surely. We really ran them out of food the last few months. So check them out if you want to get started in some really high-quality freeze-dried food. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.